Whoa, 2 Rivals videos back to back? What, am I selling out and retiring from Overwatch? No, it's just that last week I didn't do a Marvel Monday, so I'm going back to the original formula this week. Meaning you guys that are here for Rivals content get 2 Rivals videos in a row. You lucky lot. Anyways, let's talk about Ranked because there's been a fair bit of discourse, mainly on Twitter, saying that Ranked in Rivals doesn't necessarily reflect skill, which admittedly, I wholeheartedly agree with. This discourse was kind of started by Eskay, a lovely soul. Go and check her out if you've never seen any of her stuff before. As she tweeted, and I quote, "Marvel Rivals Ranked is genuinely a horrible coin flip every single game. It's way too easy to climb. Imposters in every rank with sub 50% win rate and climbing really high because they played a lot. You lose if you get one or more of these players. Rank reset won't fix it." Which kind of went viral and sparked this debate of whether or not rank is linked to the skill of a player. Now, I want to give my 2 cents on this subject because even though I'm in a slightly lower elo than your favorite streamers, only recently reaching Diamond because I don't really play all that much ranked, I kind of have to agree because of this. Diamond is the highest I've ever been in any competitive game because I generally don't focus on playing competitive. Hell, I've only played 8 games of comp this half of the season because the rest of the time I'm spending it playing the game like a normal, general, everyday average Joe who just hops on to have fun. So how on earth have I reached Diamond by barely even trying or playing ranked? Is it because I main an extremely unbalanced hero or because my win rate is super high? No, it's because it's embarrassingly easy to climb the ranks in Rivals at the minute because you gain SR for doing the bare minimum. To simplify things, Diamond in this game isn't anything like Diamond in other games like Valorant or Overwatch because those games are naturally a lot harder to climb in and take a lot more commitment to actually get into higher ranks. In Rivals, I can see myself climbing 2 ranks in a matter of 3 matches or so because SR is practically handed to you on a silver platter. For context, I started this half of the season in Plat 3, and even though I've only played 8 games, admittedly only losing 1 of the 8 total, I've climbed an entire division. There's no real grind, it's just win and you'll probably climb a division or so in like 20 to 30 minutes of playtime. This is because A, as I mentioned before, you get given a lot of SR for winning a match, and B, you lose very little SR for losing a match. Plus there's an SR shield that sometimes flat out stops you from losing SR if you lose a match. For example, I played a few comp games whilst writing the script, and in the match I lost, I only lost around 12 SR, but in the match that I won, I gained 27 SR, meaning overall I ended up climbing with a 50% win rate rather than staying at the same level. A 15-point gain doesn't sound like a lot, but when the rank is out of 100 points, it is actually a decent amount of the rank. Let's do some math on a bigger scale to further validate this argument that you can still climb on a bad win rate. Using the averages from before, 27 SR per win and minus 12 SR per loss, averaging out at about 15 SR gain, which is actually massively lowballing how much of a gain is possible. I know people that have gained 67 SR for winning some matches, which would put our average at a much higher number. But if we played 100 games of ranked and had a perfect 50-50 win-loss ratio with an average gain of 15 SR, in total we'll gain about 750 SR, which is 2 whole divisions and a rank's worth of SR. So, for example, say we started at Bronze 3, we'd finish at Gold 2. This just proves that you don't have to have a good win rate to climb, which further proves that skill isn't necessarily linked to rank. It's like when Awkward, a GM Overwatch player, released an unranked GM video for Rivals. People were clowning him because it's stupidly easy to climb in this game, making what is an achievement in other games like Overwatch the average Tuesday on Rivals. To put it in context of Overwatch, climbing to GM in Rivals is just like climbing to Diamond in Overwatch. It's, you know, it's not that difficult. But that just about does it for this video. So, in short, no, rank isn't necessarily linked to skill because it's stupidly easy to climb in this game. And I'm not just saying that because I've somehow managed to worm my way into Diamond 3, but because it's just statistically true. You can go 50-50 and still jump up by an entire division because you hardly ever lose enough SR to demote you. whilst you consistently gain a lot of SR, which boosts you through to the higher ranks, almost like hitting the nitrous. If you somehow manage to fall behind, even in the slightest, then there's a condition that lets you climb faster than ever before, and that condition is simply winning. It doesn't matter when you win, as long as you win enough for it to still profit SR in the long run. You never lose. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm going to ask you to subscribe and leave a like on this video, as it lets me know that you've enjoyed it and want to see more. Finally, have a nice day or night if you're watching this at night, and make sure you check out some of my other videos. Not only will I appreciate it, but you might too.